Welcome to the Drowning Files, where each week we've been involved in or another true story with suggestions to learn from these tragedies to save lives. What case do you have?
So what I'd like to talk about today is the hot tub drowning of Matthew Perry, the film and TV star, most famously the actor in the sitcom Friends. And in October of 2023, he drowned in his backyard hot tub at night. And for a while, the reporting was somewhat skimpy in that we didn't know exactly how he drowned. Having worked on other hot tub drownings, we knew that simply by soaking in a hot tub for too long, people can fall unconscious and slip beneath the surface of the water and then drown. But we also know that the hot water heightens the adverse effects of alcohol and drugs. And in this case, Matthew Perry was using high dosages of ketamine, which is like an antidepressant. It makes you extremely relaxed, almost like you're unconscious. You feel as if you've left your own body. But he was known to be on ketamine. And the reason why I'm mentioning it now is because the media outlets are all talking about the different arrests that have been taking place because of Matthew Perry's death. And there are 5 different individuals, one being called a ketamine queen, who supplies ketamine on the street to individuals. But he had 5 different people supplying him with ketamine, teaching him how to inject it, and so forth and so on. So I'm not a specialist about pharmaceuticals, and I'm not a medical doctor. But the key here, and the reason why we're bringing it up again, is when you decide to soak in a hot tub, when anyone decides to soak in a hot tub, refrain from drinking alcohol, refrain from taking drugs. If you're going to do those things, do it after you go into the hot tub, because you can be rendered unconscious quickly, slip beneath the surface, and drown. Now here, the autopsy gave 2 causes of death. One was a ketamine overdose, acute ketamine overdose, and drowning. And the problem with that type of analysis is we really don't know what came first. Maybe the coroner does, but we don't. We don't know if the ketamine rendered him totally incapable of saving himself and then he drowned, or he drowned primarily first because it wasn't the ketamine that killed him, but it was the drowning that killed him. But the ketamine kind of helped the drowning process along. So,
But there are a lot of different effects that can happen to someone's body when you go into a hot tub. So the hot water can precipitate a lot of medical conditions. If you look at a sign on or near a hot tub, it says if you're taking medications, if you're have a heart condition, there's a long list of conditions that you shouldn't go in the hot tub. And
yes, and go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
You're
was just
right.
going to say that a lot of times you can be on a medication and not even realize it, even if it's not, even if it's prescribed drugs or medications that could seem innocuous. Sometimes those can even be dangerous if you're on a medication. A hot tub and hot water can precipitate bad effects for your body if you're going in the hot tub and on medication or otherwise have other medical conditions.
Yeah, Rachel, you're spot on. And listeners have to consider that hot tubs, if they run according to the manufacturer's recommendation, it's 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very, very hot. And what Rachel says is true. That hot water increases the adverse effects of either the alcohol or the drugs, whether they're illicit street drugs or they're over-the-counter over-the-counter non-prescription medication, plus we have prescription medication. All can be heightened, or should I say worsened, by the hot temperatures, the high heat. And so, Rachel, you bring up a good point, and that probably had a lot to do with this drowning case.